Yeousch!
What is up, guys? Jimmy with Yeousch, and I'm sitting here with Justin, who is the product marketing lead for Intel and Solid State Drives. And he's going to tell us a little bit about it. Let us know about Solid State Drives.
All right, well, we came to Pax East to really kind of just sit down and talk with a lot of the gamers, you know, get a little more up close and personal and show what a solid state drive means from a gamer's perspective. So, you know, it's not always about doing some big client enterprise type of thing, but for, you know, true hands-on gamer, what are the benefits?
So you go to the core of the gamer to find out what they really need.
And you know, we were really fortunate. About a little less than a year ago, we started working with some developers, Zombie Studios out of Seattle, and they were working on their new first-person shooter, Blacklight Retribution, which we're showing off here. We've got a little 16-seat LAN that we're running the attendees through. But they said from a developer perspective, they thought they could use SSDs to do their builds, their validation, their qual time faster. They certainly saw a benefit there, but then they started thinking, well, if it's that much faster for us as developers, how can we, you know, put some features in that an end user could benefit from? So we started talking, a little brainstorming, and within a couple of weeks they had rolled out a build that had optimized a couple little things for the solid state drives. So kind of a fun little thing there, and we're taking the attendees through a little side-by-side demo and then letting them play the game.
So explain to the viewers exactly what the demo shows. What is it doing?
It's so fast, why don't we just do it? And we'll talk through it as we go. So, all right, if you will help me out here, on button there, on 3, we'll start this up. The big one right there, 1, 2, 3. So we have 2 identical MSI gaming notebooks here. The one on the right has a RAID 0 configuration with hard drives. You just saw that pop up. This has our Intel Solid State Drive 520 series in it, so single SSD versus a RAID 0 config. And what we're going to do is boot into the OS, and then we've got Blacklight Retribution loading up as soon as it can. So this one's up. It started the server on the SSD, and the client app is loading as well.
Look how much faster. I mean, this one's already rolling.
One thing to note, as the hard drive machine over here is actually trying to launch, it'll even look like Windows is up and ready, but it's not. If you watch Task Manager pop up, there's a number of services that are going to try to load. We don't even have the background image loaded up right now. But one thing to look for is just the driver that lights up the keyboard. We're still waiting for the keyboard to light up. Once that happens, then it'll worry about the next.
Blue action over here, we're dead over
We're in here, we're starting to play. And while we're waiting for that, I can show you some of the features that they optimize for SSDs. So they went through and they said, well, in order for us to unlock the features, we need to have a little test. So they put this drive test in there. It'll go through, check the drive throughput. And if the right amount of throughput is detected, it'll unlock some features like, in this case, they've taken some of the static billboards in the environment. A lot of their levels look like kind of like a Blade Runner scene. So they've got, you know, neon lights all over the place and these billboards. They're like, oh, we can go from no signal to just streaming live video in there that's customizable by an end user.
Still loading.
We're still loading. I'm still talking. It's still loading. The other thing that they did at a character level, if you want to customize, they put a leg set in that takes advantage of the speed, called an Intel Speed Demon legs. Where'd they go?
Mine's almost there.
You're almost there? Okay, we'll get you in. So you're finally in the game. But the Speed Demon legs,
3 minutes later, I'm in
not
the
bad.
game.
So, you know, I think from an end user perspective, when you actually do that kind of drag race, like, oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you're putting it in front of them. I mean, it's apples to oranges. You can see it right in front of you, what's going on. So, I mean, that's it, guys. Solid state drives, and I believe, Justin, you said you do house calls if people want their computer.
That's right. If you want to do an upgrade, just call me up. And
Yeah,
we'll just,
the post is
you buy it, I install it.
We'll call it,
Right?
Blacklight Retribution launches soon.
It's
soon.
now. It's open.
Free to download this game and play. It's
Free to play.
And that's pretty much it. I appreciate
All
your
right,
time,
Jim.
sir.
Thanks, man.
Yeousch.
Yeousch!